Well, hello once again. I'm Tyler Glenn, and this is the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. And God knows there's always a lot of mayhem going on. It's great to see you. And hey, happy hump day. Over the hump we go into a Wednesday, and today is going to be a very busy day. We've got a lot of great stuff to share with you this morning. We are going to show you a woman who went to a thrift store to get a wedding dress, and she walked out with a $6,200 gown she paid $25 for. That never happens to me. We're going to show you how you can make your own sour candy. Oh my. Somebody just did something wild to start the show. Someone just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. Again, I'm going to tell you how you can make your own sour candy with dried fruit and citric acid. I was so excited to come across this recipe. Oh, I'm excited because if you watch the show, you know how I love the foods that destroy the inside of your mouth. Ketchup chips and sour candy. And the fact that we can make healthy sour candy, oh, I'm excited about that. Also, we've got some debate to happen this morning. A baby taking its first steps at daycare. And a daycare worker takes to TikTok to ask, should I be sharing this with the parents? The baby just took its first steps at daycare. When Pinatas Fight Back is coming up this morning, the supermarket that vows that they will never have a self-checkout. Never. We will introduce you to them because not everybody likes the self-checkout. And this supermarket chain has said, we promise, it is our solemn vow, as long as we're in business, we will never have a self-checkout. We'll tell you who that is. Also, are you a fan of Airbnb? You like the Airbnbs? You like doing that? I can't tell you that I'm not going to get a little bit of joy out of this. I've never been a fan of the Airbnbs. I have family members that do. They love it. They like staying in other people's places. It creeps me out. I'm a germaphobe, and I know they're super clean. I know they're awesome. I know people are kind. But how about this, Magoo? For the first time since their introduction, as of today, Airbnbs now cost more than hotels. Why? What happened? And I'll tell you what happened in Las Vegas. Holy cow. The video coming in from the lineups between the cyber attacks and the shortage of staff, you have got to see what's happening in Vegas. If you know of somebody that's going to Vegas, you're going to want to tell them, get Twitch on, get the show on. We're coming to you on all social media platforms and exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. And we'll be switching over to that at 7:30 this morning. I want to say a special good morning to our friends at Western Manitoba Co-ops and all the people that I met yesterday and all the people that I got to work with. We'll get to that in just a second. Such a great day yesterday. And for those who wanted Tasted Tuesday on a Tuesday, I apologize. Yesterday was supposed to be Tasted Tuesday where we eat food on the show, but it was a coffee day because coffee proceeds were going to food banks in Brandon and a bunch of other charities across Western Manitoba, depending on the co-op. But look what I got today. In-house coffee. They've got World Coffee at Co-op, and we're going to introduce you to that this morning. So instead of a normal Tasted Tuesday, it's Wild Coffee Wednesday. It's also Pepperoni Pizza Day today. Like I said, this is a busy Wednesday. I got my work cut out for me, and I can't wait to get talking to you. Let's get going and chat. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. If you haven't signed up for your Twitch account, what are you waiting for? It's free. You're on Facebook. You're on Twitter, and you're going to end up paying for that soon if Elon has his way. What? Come on. Come on over and join the Sunseekers. They're a fantastic group, and I'll introduce you to a few of the early risers here in just a second. First, let's take a look outside, and we had almost a record breaker yesterday. Wasn't that gorgeous? Wasn't that just beautiful? 28 degrees. I could have pumped gas all day yesterday. It was so gorgeous. It was just beautiful. The sun was shining. Geese flying overhead saying, what's going on? Maybe we should stay a little longer. Yeah, it was awesome. And you know what? It's not going to be all that bad today. Actually, cooler, 22, still well above the normal of 17. And they're saying mixed bag for Thursday, but still rain on the weekend. Cindy, I'm watching this for you because I know you got a wedding planned for this weekend, and my fingers are crossed about as hard as they can be crossed. I'm really hoping that you got some good weather. Here's the good news, though, for you, Cindy, and here's why we're holding out hope, is that the other side of the weekend, the sun returns, and so does the warm weather. So if we can just get these stupid clouds out of the way for you on the weekend, then we should be in good shape. Taking a look at our air temperatures across North America this morning, the blue is frosty. Saskatchewan, a little bit frosty. Good morning, Saskatchewan. Got a friend in Regina who was posting early this morning. I'm going to address his post in just a second. And, of course, the giant elephant in the room. We'll talk about that in a second. Warm waters off the coast. That's why they got all those big hurricanes. Hurricanes. Bad news. Bad news if you get caught in one of those. Okay, let's take, let's say a special shout out, special good morning, special romper room style welcome aboard. I see you. Thank you so much for being in chat and being such an active participant on the show. We thank you. We thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you. Tasha Licious, who says, I hope you had a great afternoon yesterday, a fuel good day at Co-op. And I do know, and I do want to acknowledge that there were a lot of people that couldn't come to the Heritage Co-op on Richmond. That's okay, because I know that you had gone to, it's Co-ops of Westman. They're all over the place. And Heritage Co-op was donating proceeds from gas and coffee and their big chills to the food bank, and like we've been mentioning all week long, the charities were helped all over the place. So thank you for visiting your local co-op and having a coffee, filling up, having something to drink. Thank you. Revenition, good morning to you. Nice to see you, and it was great to meet you yesterday. And now I know why there's green on your name. He drives a truck. He had the green truck that you probably saw on my Facebook post. That is as green as the name appears in Twitch. I'm hoping you can see the green there. Who else we got this? Well, Quentin is in this morning. Nice to see you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Paul. Nice to see you this morning. Kathleen is in early this morning. Thank you and welcome. Welcome, Cheryl. It's good to see you this morning. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Cheryl. Nick Adams, good day, sir. Maybe you need a new place to shop for wedding gowns. Well, I think that she was in there looking for something else. I don't want to get into the story. I don't want to spoil it, but she's looking for something else, came across this wedding dress. And it's like the Beyonce wedding dress, apparently, like $6,800. Oh, isn't this a nice find? $25. Dana Locks, nice to see you. Trev Webb, hey, Trev Webb popped by yesterday. Nice to see you, pal. Thanks for dropping in. Tina Marie, hey, Tina Marie. How's it going? I see you, Tina Marie. I see Paul, and I see Dana Locks. I see Zumba Bernice. May 1954, good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning. Oh, well, that's Greg. Greg's blue is so dark. Sometimes I can't make it out. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Polar Bear. Nice to see you this morning. Tasha says the truck should be nicknamed the Green Goblin. That's true. This has got that. It's got that look to it. And Derek. Derek is in. Slides into home plate there real quick. Good morning to you, Derek. It is nice to see you. And welcome to the show. Okay, we are done with that. And welcome into the Beach Bunker. And before we get going, I do want to address the elephant in the room, and we're going to do this very quickly because I don't want to make this a debate or a discussion. Normally, this show is about having a vigorous debate and discussion and having a lot of fun and a lot of chat. We are not going to debate this. We're not going to chat about this. This is a news item that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to sit firmly in the cheap seats, in the back row. We are going to watch this unfold today, and this is just a news item because this could affect everything from traffic to your kids' school day today. And by now, I'm sure you understand or have some inclination as to what I am about to talk about. And it is the protests planned for today, and they are nationwide. And there are protests and counter-protests. That's the thing. There could be lots of people, and there may be no people in the street today. But I don't think so. Posters created by a group called the 1 Million March for Children say rally participants are standing together against gender ideology in schools, which is a reference to sex orientation and gender identity programs being taught in public schools. And this has been making the rounds on social media for a while now. Today is the day. And again, I believe locally in Manitoba, they'll take place at noon today. And there will be protests and counter-protests, which means both sides of this issue will be out. And there will be likely passion on both sides. And what I would like to see happen is the most peaceful possible display of beliefs happen, and everyone get along, love each other, be respectful, and I think that we will see our democracy in action. The alternative is just not really an option. And the second thing I hope I quit hearing is the word hate thrown around, because hate is actually a crime in this country. Okay? So if, I have heard that police may be attending, which is not that bad of an idea if you might be seeing a crime. I said might be seeing a crime. In the criminal code, hate speech and discriminatory speech prohibits willful promotion of hatred and public incitement of hatred. So we will see what happens today, and we will make sure that there is peace and love and respect all around from all four corners. And I hope that we can all just come together and join hands and sing Kumbaya. Would that be such a bad thing? I know that's unrealistic. But I'm a little anxious today, I'm not going to lie, because when you're dealing with people's beliefs, those beliefs are quite passionate. And people are entitled to their beliefs. I'm just going to say that again for people in the back. People are entitled to their beliefs. And I'm just going to share one last thing before we move on, okay? This is my show with my name on it, so I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to indoctrinate anybody, but I'm going to tell you something on a personal note, okay? And because I've never said this in 30 years of radio, I have never said it publicly. But Jesus is a friend of mine. Okay, I'm not a church-going Christian. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a church-going. I'm one of those funerals, weddings Christians. But Jesus is a friend of mine, and I like the way that he lived his life. I think all of us need to remember he's the guy that walked in and washed the feet of the murderer and the prostitute and the robber, and he washed their feet. The guy showed that, you know what, love and respect all around. That's it. Okay, so elephant in the room done, and I hope that you have a good day. I hope that things are calm, cool, collected, and respectful. And I do want to post, I'd mentioned my friend in Regina, and I want to put this up on the screen for our friends who possibly need some support, if needed. The LGBT Youth Line, the Trans Lifeline, Crisis Services Canada, Hope for Wellness Helpline for Indigenous people, and the Canada Suicide Prevention Services Line. I'll post this later. It'll also be on my website at tylerglenshow.com. Derek liked the disclaimer. Well, thank you. And now the disclaimer's done. We can get back to the fun. Okay? So now you know what's going on. And we can get back to buying wedding dresses on the cheap. Yesterday we were buying our groceries at the dollar store and cooking microwave turkeys. Microwave turkeys. I'm just a little green from my microwave turkey. Okay, let's start, since it's Web Wednesday, and this is where we go to sponsors' social media pages and we check things out, see what they're up to. Well, I wonder what Co-ops of Westman have on their social media page today. Could it be about Fuel Good Day? I think so. So let's just flash some pictures up there, shall we, and show you some of the people who were part of the day yesterday. This is Pembina Consumers Co-op yesterday. Fuel Good Day. Oh, what a day for a convertible. So jealous. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Oh, there's me. There, look at there, drinking coffee. And the reason that I couldn't do Taste It Tuesday, it was so busy. It was so crazy. I'm like, okay, so we got the coffees all set up here. And the music is blaring and the people are pounding through like it's Boxing Day. And I'm like, this is not going to work. This is just pretty loud in here. This is just not going to work. And they were handing out these little Co-op air fresheners yesterday, which was kind of nice. And more of the volunteers. That's at Heritage Co-op. And this is at Valley View Co-op. And this is some of their folks saying, hello, we're fueling good. Fueling good. Although, you know what? We need more popcorn. More popcorn. Like more cowboy. Hey, there's my friend Amber. Amber is fueling good at the Valley View Co-op. Who else do we got? Boundary Co-op. What the heck? This guy looks like it must have been first thing in the morning because he's dressed for cool weather. It was beautiful. Ryan says you're a good petroleum transfer engineer, Tyler. Thank you. I used to do it. In high school, I worked at the Heritage Co-op. Joan is celebrating 10 years of service there. And, so Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here with Co-ops of Westman. And again, thank you so much for being a part of the fun. Heritage, Boundary, Twin Valley, Valley View, Pembina, and Neepawa Gladstone Co-op. And let's check out and see what Sunrise Credit Union is up to. They're a sponsor, too. It's Web Wednesday, so let's check out their Facebook page and see that they have got a Manitoba Farmer Wellness Program going on, supporting mental wellness of Manitoba farm families. There is a lot of stress in farming, especially this time of year, trying to get the crop off. Most have, some still going. And the helpline is a vital part of wellness in our community, the Manitoba Farmer Wellness Program. Thank you, Sunrise Credit Union, for your support of that, by the way. And look at this, the Reston Back to School Barbecue, $1,500 raised. Okay, is now the time I make the joke about the girl in the jeans? Does she know she ripped a hole in the knee? Does she know she's on a show where I'm talking about her jeans? I don't think so. Uncle Ty, you're so old. Uncle Ty, quit it. And again, visit Sunrise Credit Union to repay your government-funded CEBA loan. The application deadline November 1st. And if you're a business saying, hey, wait a second, they extended the deadline. Yes, but the interest rate is not all that great, is it? You can get a very attractive package from our friends at Sunrise Credit Union, 33,000 members in 19 locations across southwestern Manitoba. And we thank them for being sponsors on the show. Okay, and so again, it's Taste It Tuesday on the Wednesday, so we'll have some of this world-renowned coffee coming up a little bit later on in the show. Also, after 7:30, we're going to watch a movie trailer. Why, you say? Because Netflix has dropped a movie that has lit up the internet. It's a romantic comedy, but isn't it funny? We haven't had romantic comedies streaming that are any good for some time now. Netflix has a new movie. The internet is melting. People are crying. They're making TikToks where they're crying after watching this movie. I'm not into the whole crying thing, but, you know, it's nice when something is uber popular, and Netflix has got a new one. Apparently, it's a home run. So we'll see what it's all about. I don't know much about it except it's a romantic comedy. So we'll watch the trailer together, see if it looks any good. We'll also take you to Las Vegas and show you these check-in lines. And to Airbnb first, because Airbnbs now, it's official, they cost more than hotel rooms. Do you like Airbnb? Have you stayed at an Airbnb? I know that a few Sunseekers said they love their Airbnb. You can develop a little bit of a relationship with some of these people that own the properties too, can't you? Airbnb. They first came out 2008. Travis just got in his truck and the truck has no idea what season it is. Air conditioning blasting on full, but the heated seats also kicked in and the heated steering wheel. And the truck is going, oh, only in Manitoba can this happen to me. Yesterday it was summer. This morning it's single digits. What the hell is going on? That's hilarious. If trucks could talk. If trucks could talk. So they introduced Airbnb in 2008, year after Facebook. Over the years, Airbnb has introduced more and more fees. Cleaning fees, for example, weren't really much of a thing when they first began. Hotels, of course, have also gone up in price since 2008. And when we're doing this comparison of price, keep in mind a hotel room is usually just a room or at best a suite. And a lot of times when you're staying at an Airbnb, you get a lot more. You get the house, right? A hotel offers amenities such as a gym, pool, or barbecue. An Airbnb may offer some or all of those, as well as potentially free use of the laundry facilities, bicycles, crib, kitchen, the list goes on and on. A hotel may or may not offer housekeeping. An Airbnb offers no housekeeping and oftentimes asks guests to take out the garbage, strip the beds, load and turn on the dishwasher. Oh, now I know why I don't like Airbnb. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I know it's just a little hotel room, but I like getting in there and not having to do anything. Let's get to the price. So here it is, a survey of Airbnbs and hotels in the same cities. Airbnbs generally aren't any cheaper than hotels anymore. In fact, the study found that a one-bedroom short-term rental from a platform such as Airbnb is more expensive than a hotel room in 38 of 50 destinations. Here's some examples. Amsterdam. A one-bedroom Airbnb is $224. Hotel room $143. Auckland $118 for an Airbnb. The average price of a hotel room is $84. Or is this the hotel industry getting wise and saying, you know what? While inflation kind of runs away on everything else, we really need to hold the line on these hotel rooms. We really need to make sure the price point stays below the Airbnb so we can keep rifling through the people. Can we get closer to home here? San Francisco. An Airbnb in San Francisco is $201. The average price of a hotel room in San Francisco, $157. I think that's the only North American one that they've got here. Barcelona for hotel is $116, Airbnb $172. Hong Kong, Airbnb $121, hotel room $65. And you know what? The last time I was in Los Angeles, my son is like, Dad, it's LA. We could stay in it could be maybe a celebrity's house. Let's do it. And I priced it out, and it's like a one-bedroom condo in LA or a hotel. That's true. That was last year. Anyway, I'll post this on my website along with all the stuff we talk about this morning. So if you can't catch the show, don't forget it comes in a podcast form as well. Thank you so much to those downloading it at TylerGlennShow.com. Also at RedCircle.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast, you'll find Tyler Glenn Show, one N on Glenn. And I appreciate you downloading it. But you know what? The show is just getting started. So come on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. We're going to see this Netflix trailer that, again, is burning up the internet. We're also going to share the wedding dress story. The Alabama band director who wouldn't stop. He loved the music. And police said, it's time to stop, Mr. Band Director. This was at a football game. And he wouldn't stop. He just wanted the music. I want the music. And they tased him. And it's caught on video. Of course we're going to have that. And we'll take you to some birthday parties where the piñatas fight back at the people trying to smack them. That's all coming up on the show. So come on over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show because we're moving the party over to Twitch. We've got to say farewell to our friends on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X/Twitter. Hope still free for the time being. And we wish those on TikTok an awesome day. Hey, thanks for being here for at least part of the show, you guys. I appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow for a Thirsty Thursday. Happy Hump Day. Happy Pepperoni Pizza Day. And catch you later, TikTokers. Okay, and now we say goodbye to our Facebook friends and those on YouTube and X and the like. Thanks for being here for part of the show. Have an awesome Hump Day. Happy Pepperoni Pizza Day. Get yourself a flatbread pepperoni at Tim's. It's fast through the drive-thru. And have a great day. We'll see you for a Thirsty Thursday tomorrow, okay? We're moving over. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Give us a follow.